What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are back on the Let's Play world, and as you guys can tell, I've done some off-camera stuff. We have full netherite armor. Look at that, with mending on every single one of them. We also have a full netherite tools. I am going to make a netherite hoe really soon, just because they're actually quite useful nowadays and all of that good stuff. But I've done a little bit more than that. It's been a while since I recorded the last episode, so we've been doing some stuff, and as you guys can tell, we have moved a ton of these guys over here. We've been using this system, and as you guys know, you put the, you take the villager, you put them over there, you fly them up over there. I got rid of this little spot. They come on over here, they die to that zombie, and now all of their trades are super cheap. Look at this, one piece of wool for 1 emerald. That is insane. All of them are reduced like crazy, and this is really good for these guys over here, because as you guys can tell, mending for 1 emerald and 1 book, guys. That is absolutely insane, and 1 piece of paper for 1 emerald as well. And we have a bunch of these guys over here. We got 2 mending ones just in case one of them breaks. 1 stick for 1 emerald. We're going off, guys. We got silk touch for 1 emerald. We've got all these good stuff. Efficiency 5 for 1 emerald. It's looking good. And then carrots, 1 carrot and stuff. So we're going to be able to get a ton, and I mean a ton of emeralds using this. I have a couple of slots left to fill in, but I haven't really quite decided what's going to go in there. But this is officially working, and I am super happy. And that was something that, took a little bit of time to do off camera. Another thing that I did that you guys would not know if I didn't tell you is inside of all of these houses, I have made interiors. Now, all of these houses, there's a bed right here. It keeps doing that. It's weird, but all of these houses used to be empty, and now all of them, every single house, every single building on this world now has an interior. And the reason why I did that is because beforehand it always felt wrong. Like, you would come inside of here and a lot of them didn't even have like a ground. It was just dirt. So it didn't feel like they had a purpose, but now it feels like they all have a purpose. Every single house, it's crazy. It makes a huge difference when playing, knowing that all of these are filled at least with some stuff. Even the church I ended up filling in, and it is looking fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, just look at it. Being inside of here, knowing that this actually feels like a church, and they have the back over here where they keep all their storage and stuff, like, it just adds so much to the world, in my opinion. And if you guys build stuff, a lot of times, if you just build a house and it serves no purpose, I mean, what's the point of even having the house there? You know what I mean? All of these houses were in here for literally years without ever having an interior, but now they all have nicely detailed interiors. They look really nice, and it just makes it feel like more homey, It feels like these are here for a reason. So that might not seem like it took a lot of time, but trust me, every single one of these houses over here did not have an interior. The only one that I have not done is actually the barn, and I will get to it eventually, but I don't really feel like it doing it right now, because I'm kind of burnt out with it. But another thing that we did is we made the slime farm over there, and I've done a little bit of AFK. We are now back at the slime, and I'm noticing something. The golems seem to be able to shoot snowballs at the slime, which is actually causing them to not to be able... I mean, those guys went down perfectly. This guy, on the other hand, he's having a little bit of a struggle getting over there, and that is a problem, because, we need him to be able to get in there. I'm actually not too certain how we can fix this. Let's see. He's shooting at him pretty... he's going hard. This guy, I'll help you, buddy. I'll help you. Get closer. Oh, there you go. Come on. Oh, dude, this guy's getting locked up. How are we going to fix this? I have no clue. I ended up just placing these blocks right there, but this farm actually might not be as efficient as I thought it was. Like, look, we got some more snowballs going up over here. It seems like, we're having some issues. before they weren't able to do that, so we might have to go put some glass panes or something right there just to make sure that this doesn't happen. Because yeah, look, this guy actually died over here instead. Ooh, we're having some issues with the farm. I haven't been over here in the 1.16 update, so this is actually very intriguing. But as you guys can tell, we have a ton, and I mean a ton of slime blocks. We even have all of these blocks right here, so we are actually stocking up with slime balls. Look at that. This is a ton of them, and I don't even think that we will ever need this much. But yeah, we gotta fix this a little bit, and I don't think I'm gonna do it in this episode just because, you know, we got some other stuff planned. But this is still working. We just have to cover those areas right there to make sure that the snow golems can't shoot them. However, in today's episode, we are not going to be doing anything with the slime farm. We're not going to be doing any technical redstone stuff with the villagers, nothing like that. We are going to be building because we have been doing a lot of not building stuff. You know, we've been grinding out the netherite, we've been checking out the new update, which is phenomenal, and we've been doing a bunch of stuff like that. So in today's episode, we are going to be building, and I am thinking about building over here, and we're pretty much going to cover a good amount of this area. Now what we're going to be doing is making these kind of like pop-up shop kind of things. So what I'm thinking is I'll do one for you guys on camera right here, is we'll have some of these like so. All right, we're gonna put these over here like so. We're gonna have these right here, and these are basically gonna be like I don't know how to explain it exactly, but they're basically just going to be where we're gonna sell some stuff, or you know, potentially look like we're selling some stuff. So there will be, oh my goodness, I'm failing miserably at this, but there will be different colors of these kind of stands, if you will. But for the most part, this is a really easy way to add in a lot of or like fill in a lot of space and add in a lot of detail. And I also feel like we need a little bit more color, you know, a little bit more brightness in this area. So this I'm obviously going to fix that. You know, it's not going to look like that probably, but this is the overall idea. And then we'll have some banners, and we'll put some stuff inside of there. Like we can have some barrels, we can have some of those, we can grab that. And the way we can make this look better is potentially get rid of this, knock that out, do something like that, add a barrel here, add a couple chests right here. We can add like a flower pot in this corner and basically make this look full. Banners also go a long way when you're doing something like this, just adding a few around here, even some up there, just to add just a little bit more of detail, and it can look really cool. And just imagine a bunch of these. I'm thinking about doing at least 10 of them, and that already like fills in that space pretty nicely. And I'm thinking about having it coming up all the way through here and having it come back just a little bit, have a nice little village of them. I don't want to get too close to this because I do want to have a little bit of like some flowers right here in front of the church and stuff like that, just to give a little bit of space between them. But I think this can look really cool. I'm thinking about doing some yellow, some blue, some, you know, we'll see how it goes, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and do most of them off camera, just because I don't think this, you know, you guys got the point. I built one of them on camera with you guys. Some of them are gonna be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, blah blah blah. You know, things are gonna, you know, be a little bit more different. But you guys obviously know the deal here, so I'm gonna go ahead and quit my yapping and just get to some building. I may have went a little bit overboard. I am not going to lie to you guys. We kind of, you know, I was kind of, you know, give you guys a progress update, and then I just kind of started and I did not stop. So this is what we have going on. I'll build up really quickly for you guys. I did a little bit more than I thought I was going to, but as you guys can tell, we have the pop-up shops and we have a tree back there and everything, and this is looking crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and just walk on through here and just soak it all in. Look at the atmosphere that you get from this. You have all these things in here, all the different things that you could could theoretically buy, even though, you know, they're not fully in stock or anything. But this is looking crazy, and I even went ahead and connected it up to the church, gave the church a nice little pathway, got a nice little tree and some stuff going over here. If we get some bone meal, we can go ahead and get the full effect of this going. I was just gonna let them sit there, but we can go ahead and go like this, and look at that. This is looking fan-freaking-tastic, and we have a little bit of some bench situation going over there, and this is looking great. We completely changed how this part of the area looks. And you know, if you guys remember at the beginning of this episode, this was completely empty, and now we have something here, and this is what it's all about, completing this land. You know, I am gonna put a house or two over here, that's why I didn't mess with it over here, and I'm also gonna be putting a tree back there. I didn't actually get to that, I ran out of leaves and I was too lazy to get some more of it, but this is what this is all about. Look at how great this looks. It looks fan-freaking-tastic in my opinion. And if we come on into this house, I decided to put the map inside of here because this is actually one of the very first houses that we built. And if we break this and look at it again, now that we have all the trees in place, you can tell that this is looking awesome. Look at that pop of color right there really adds to the whole effect, and you know, that's why I wanted it there. This looks so cool on the map, and this is finally fully covered in. So we have all of this right here done, and all of this and all of that. All we have to do is fill in this spot right here, and we have this entire section right here done. Complete. This is where the mountain is, so that's why we're not going to be putting anything there. We might put some trees just to make it look like it has something on it, but that is the top of the mountain, so we'll see how we work on that. But all we have to do is add in a few more stuff over there, and the middle class and the low class will be complete, and then all we have is a little bit more to do up there, and I have some amazing plans for what we're going to do. But this is looking incredible, and I am super happy with it. Honestly, I did not think it was going to look this good. Halfway through, I was like, should I even be doing this? Is it gonna look okay? But I'm 100% in love with what we did. And if we can climb up here, I can definitely show you guys a better view of the place. There we go. We landed it, and look at that with the moon coming up. This area is looking fantastic. It does creep up a little bit close to the church, but when you're actually here, it doesn't feel like it's impeding on it at all. Oh, we got a phantom. This guy thinks he's cool. He thinks he's cool coming up on me like that. And you can't be doing that, buddy. He's gonna die. But regardless, guys, oh yeah, there it is. There's all the XP for us. But I don't really have a lot more planned, so you know, we've done a lot. This episode, it might not seem like we've done a lot, but we did all the interiors for every single house, and we've done this entire thing. This was a massive building episode. The only thing that I'm thinking about doing just to wrap up this episode is going over to the slime farm and making sure that we can get the snowballs to stop firing at the slime, because that is no bueno. I'm thinking about just putting some glass panes up there, and while we're there, I'm thinking about, you know, getting ready for the next episode, because I'm thinking about doing some industrial district stuff, so we'll see how that plays out, guys. But I'm gonna head on over and see what we can do with that slime situation. So unfortunately, we were not able to just fix it using some glass panes or something, so I actually decided to switch all of the snow golems to iron golems. Now, the reason we're doing this time lapse is because I did not have enough iron to make that many iron blocks, and this is the reason why I decided to do the snow golems in the first place, is because I didn't have enough iron to, you know, make all of the iron golems. So it kind of sucks that this update broke it and we ended up having to use the iron golems anyway, but this should be a foolproof slime farm now. It should not break in the next coming updates, I don't think. And yeah, but basically doing a time lapse, you know, I had to get a ton of iron. This time lapse was like 2 hours long. I'm not gonna keep the whole thing in here, obviously, but let me know if you guys want to see more of these time lapses in between. But I did work on the iron golem thing, and it took me a long time to get all these resources and to set it up, guys. But without further ado, let's head on over to the slime farm. Oh boy, we finally got that done. You know, I wasn't going to work on this in today's episode because I knew it was going to take forever, and it sure did. It took a super long time to get this whole thing set up because of the fact that I had to basically redo that entire system down there where I had the snow golems, because it just wasn't going to work out. I talked about it in the time lapse. You guys know the drill. It was not going to work out. So I replaced them all with iron golems, which obviously I had to get all the iron for, but I also had to redo everything in there, and I learned a lot about the slime and stuff. But hopefully this is the last thing that I have to do to this so it can work for a while. Now I don't see any way that it could break. I don't know, we can see it's working right now. We can see some slimes poking down there and going down to the kill chamber. It's actually working much more efficiently in this 1.16 update. But basically what I had to do is I had to move all these up, and I had to use these walls right here. And then if we come down a layer, you can see that instead, they're alternating like this, and all of these are actually risen up one. So as you can tell, when you're standing back here, you can barely see his head, and that is how the slime actually lock onto the iron golem. So for instance, if I were to cover up his face, even if they can see his body, even if I got rid of this right here and just covered up just his head, they wouldn't go for him. They basically have to make eye contact with them for them to go for them. So that's the way that we have it set up now, and the reason why it has to be set up that way is because of how this bottom one was set up. So if we come down here, I don't really want all these guys to attack me, but as you can tell, we had to have this guy on this level, which works out perfectly because it's at eye level, right? And as you can tell, it's fully functioning. Everything is working. They're all dying and whatnot, and then everything gets picked up. So then we just alternated it from there, and as you can tell, it is working phenomenally. If I'm actually not in the room, it works a lot better as well. So we're gonna go ahead and cover this up and all of that good stuff. And oh shoot, oh, they're coming in. They are coming in. But as you guys can tell, we have so much slime now. It's actually working twice as good as it used to. It feels like it's going super quick, and we have these slime blocks right here too. So we basically have a ton of slime, and this thing, I might do another AFK session sometime soon, but I don't really need to because this thing is super efficient, guys, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm so glad that we could get it fixed. It's unfortunate that we just built it and then the update literally just broke it, but it is good as new, and as you guys can tell, it is spawning stuff like crazy. I might have to look into the 1.16 mob spawning, because it seems like they're spawning a lot more now than they did before. But regardless, that is all I've got time for in today's episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I definitely did. We got a ton done. We're back here at the industrial district, but back over at the base, we got that whole middle class part done, and it's looking fantastic, guys. I'm so excited about this world, and the next episode I'm probably going to be working out here again, figuring something out. We'll see what I got up my sleeve, but no promises, guys. We'll see how it goes. This episode took multiple days to record. Various amounts of hours and time have been put into it, so gonna take a quick break from the Let's Play for a bit, guys, because gotta recharge the batteries and all that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, have a safe and enjoyable rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.